What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Tonight we're going to talk about fucking internet trolls and just player haters in life in general, things like that. I'm here with two very close lifetime friends of mine that I trust in the Ravenous Spectre and Bill the Mac.
Exactly.
Greetings and salutations. I'm sorry nobody can see me right now, but I'm on Skype with a girlfriend, but I'm on Google with the dudes.
Yeah. And I'm temporarily
Ravenous. Go ahead.
I'm temporarily eating manufactured food, so I will be shortly on camera as soon as I get done with that.
Yep, had a couple hot dogs earlier. Ballpark. Ballpark makes great weenies and great hot dog buns, especially when they're the potato buns. They're lovely.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We are live, baby. Putting this on Facebook.
What's going on, guys? You've been having trouble with the trolls lately?
Yeah.
Trolls.
I don't know where to start, dude.
They have
ahead,
no
go ahead.
lives.
Yeah. Go ahead. Whoever wants to talk first, go ahead.
I'll go ahead and start first. I'll just go ahead and get it on out there, dealing with my situation. It's like, anytime you end up going on Facebook, or you go on YouTube or something, and you leave a comment or something, there always has to be somebody there that has an open up their mouth and shit just falls out. And that happens more times than I can count when it comes to dealing with freaking YouTube or dealing with Facebook. It's like, just one brief example. I went to go watch a 1-minute review of a new game called Firewatch that just came out. Well, I watched it because I was curious about it because I wasn't really sure what it was. I've seen a couple brief videos and screenshots of it, and I wasn't really sure what it was all about. So I went ahead and looked at the video, and somebody commented on the bottom saying that it was a walking simulator, which I have no other way of describing exactly what those types of games are except for walking simulators. And I agreed to it. I said, oh, it's just another walking simulator. Because, those don't interest me, but they'll probably interest somebody else, and that's all well and good and fine. But I wasn't hating on it. I wasn't spreading hate. I wasn't, pissing on it or anything like that. I was just describing what it was. I was like, oh, because I was basically saying it like, oh, I know what this is now. And I'm just like, okay. I'm not going to buy it or play it. It can have the greatest story in the world, the most beautiful world in the world, but if the gameplay isn't there for me, I just don't really care about it. So somebody ended up commenting, and they were like, oh, well, you're probably just a Call of Duty player. This game is about walking around and exploring the world and exploring a story. You're just a retard. You're ignorant. Go back to playing your Call of Duty games. And I said, newsflash, jackass, I hate the Call of Duty series. Of course, his dumbass didn't respond back, because obviously he didn't have a leg to stand on because I flat out just told him what was what. And then somebody else ended up saying, oh, well, you're just ignorant, I said, and he's like, you don't know about beautiful worlds and exploring. I said, well, actually, my favorite genre is RPG, so I do know what beautiful worlds are. There's a lot of RPGs that have a lot of beautiful worlds out there that are great to explore, and the amount of imagination that goes into them is anything better than I could think of at times. And so, anyways, I had left it at that, and nobody else had commented back, but I'm pretty sure somebody may say something later on down the road, but I don't care. It's over and done with me now. But it's also like when you go on, let's say if you go on Facebook or something and you post something on there, or if it's on a public forum, for example, I'm on the Podcast Beyond group, which is a IGN's PlayStation podcast.
Right.
And there's well over 10,000 people on that page, probably close to 11,000 now, I believe. And so, there's a lot of people on there, and everybody's chatting back and forth. And I did something where I ended up posting a status up there where I said, okay, guys, I said, one of my friends has a Vita. He's explaining to me about everything that he likes about it. I said, and I was just basically trying to start a discussion topic, So I ended up putting it out there, and I had said, I said, well, I want to get your guys' opinion. I'm like, what are some games you think I should get? I said, my PS Plus library is packed full of Vita games. Since I don't have a Vita, which, by the way, when I get my taxes back, once I do my taxes, I think I'm going to go ahead and invest in one already. So I asked him, I said, well, what are some games you really think that I could get into, and this, that, and the other? And it didn't seem like sometime later somebody else ended up posting up posting up a picture of 3 of the Beyond cast members on there, and they ended up saying this is what people's faces look like every time somebody asks if they should buy a Vita. Just buy the goddamn thing already. I said, dude, chill out, all right? I said, people have lives and don't troll the internet all day long. I said, people are just asking about what, and trying to get opinions on the system. That's all there is to it. They're just trying to get people's opinions and consumer feedback and all of that stuff. It's not like somebody's just going to sit their ass in front of a computer all day long and troll up and down the forums and all of that just to see what people are saying or just to try to act like a dick to them. I mean, some people could go on there probably once a week. They don't know what the hell's going on in there, and they just want to go and end up asking something. And yeah, maybe that same question could have ended up being asked by hundreds of other people beforehand in the week, but those people aren't going to sit there and go through the whole damn forum, the whole page, just to find out what everybody's been posting all the way up until now. It's ridiculous. If you got such a problem with it, then take your troll ass off the friggin' page and go to another one. I mean, seriously, don't be a dick on there, because people are going to be dicks right back to you, or either they're just going to leave your ass alone and block you because they don't want to have nothing to do with you. I mean, I don't know how hard that is. I mean, people share a lot of stuff on there, and I share stuff too. So why can't everybody just get along and just be gamers and be happy with it? That's all there is to it. But no, you got to have people out there that have to just shit on your day because they try to act like you're right and they're wrong. I mean, like they're right and you're wrong. It's ridiculous.
Because they have to have conflict on there, no matter what you choose to write. As simple or as plain as you writing that question for a general idea or a topic discussion, you're going to have people that are going to write things like that that have nothing better to do than try to cause problems and trouble, man. Whenever you decide, no matter what your intent is on writing questions, writing a forum, writing a blog, any kind of writing or just simply a question, you're going to have a bunch of assholes that are going to be just that, assholes that go back and comment. You figure, well, hey, if I display good manners, I should get that in return. While that may be true, most times, a lot of times in the way people are in this world that they do, it won't do that. You're not going to get all those clean, simple answers back that you wouldn't think, well, hey, this shouldn't be that hard to answer, but you're going to have them. There's going to be people that are going to be a pain in your ass. They'll write you questions back or write you answers back that's going to do nothing but piss you off to begin with. It's the way life is, a lot of people, and the way a lot of people are. It's sad, but it's true. That's no matter what you do, that's what's going to happen.
Sad but true. So right. Sad. There's so many haters in the world. So crazy. Anyway, well said, Bill and Justin. Ravenous Spectre. Not trying to dox you. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, my friends on Facebook, if you recently add me and you see a video for me where I'm talking about I was drinking last night or I'm depressed or I'm just doing a bad comedy show, it's just a part of my persona. It's not how I am every day, okay? I take my Zen practice very seriously. I'm a nice guy, but, how can a Zen dude make a comedy show? Well, it's because I'm also an American, and I embrace that as well. So don't get it twisted. I'm a nice guy. At least I inspire to be a nice guy. So just because you hear me say foul language in a video that's exaggerated of me doesn't mean I'm a bad person. So I just wanted to get that out there. There's a difference between me on Facebook and me on YouTube. Now I have topic videos and life discussions, real videos, but I also do the BYS, my YouTube show, and I say whatever the fuck I want to on that show, and it's just part of the act. It's part of the comedy. I know I'm not the greatest thing in the world, but I try. I just try. So, yeah. So get to know me before you fucking unfriend me, people on Facebook. And let me see. I got into some YouTube comments I want to get into as well. Let me see. I'm about to dox somebody. But yeah, that's all I got to say about the. I wanted to address Facebook right quick and let people know that sometimes I just exaggerate things on YouTube for views, subs, things like that. And that's just me being honest. You can love it or hate it. Well, that's, I mean, okay, you could just say, well, if I go before you guys go, you could say, well, Brandon, he was honest. He was an honest person, you know. Right or wrong, he was just honest, or at least he believed he was being honest about it. Okay. Let me see here. So the other day I was on, YouTube watching some Zen lectures because, I'm kind of a philosophy guy. I'm kind of weird like that, so pardon me here for a second. And I made a comment on this Zen video by Alan Watts, a famous philosopher from a decade ago. But anyway, I said, check out my Zen lectures on my channel. Thanks, guys. And then somebody put, no thanks, your channel sucks. And I put, oh, okay. And then this lady commented, and I'm about to dox her right now. Her name is Evelyn Merchant, and she's from USA, so I just doxed her. Now, doxing means when you give somebody's home address, but just a bad joke. But she said, why do you say you have Zen lectures when you call somebody a fag? Oh, anyway, previously I told this one guy, I said, well, other people will like my channel, you fag. And I just said that because I was just in the bad mood, just fucking with him, really. And then I put LOL. So Miss Evelyn comes in and she comments, she says, why do you say you have Zen lectures when you call someone a fag? It seems a bit odd to me. Not very Zen-like. You are hateful. Called me hateful now. And then here's my reply. I said, because I'm not perfect. Zen is a daily practice, and my emotions get the best of me sometimes from growing up in America and whatnot. And the guy that replied no above me was calling me a fag all week on my channel, which is true. And I also flagged him because he was trying to flag my channel. That's a whole other story. So, like I said to this girl, talking to the girl now. So, like I said, emotions got the better of me. I'm not hateful, just not perfect, just human. Take care. That's all. And then she comes back and says, be mindful. And I replied and I said, yes, of course. It's a lifetime practice. Look at the troll comments about me above and below me. So sad, really, because there's somebody I'll get into in a second. And she put up, you are not trying to get over it. I have had men shatter me, break my nose, crack my skull, but I still do not drool over them. I get called a fag, a she-male, he, she, and the fuck? That's the first time I saw that one. I must have breezed over it. I told you she looked kind of like a man. See?
You looking like a man.
Somebody else been calling her she-male as well. And she says, and I'm told I am not a real woman, but I do not give up. Okay, I don't have a problem with that. Then she puts, I really think you need to quit smoking pot. And then she puts, smoking pot does not make you happy. It is a crutch. What? And then she continues on. She puts, what is sad is how you cannot let what is in the past over a YouTube comment go. It is sad how you make lectures and can't be mindful. It is like a drug addict teaching classes, trying to teach classes.
Oh.
And she keeps on, dude. And I was asleep when she wrote this shit. And then she put WWE, because like she went to my channel and saw mostly WWE videos because she don't understand there's different sections and playlists. She put WWE does not teach Zen or love. Television is full of anger and really reverse thinking. Do not teach Zen. You have no clue where to start. In fact, you haven't even begun to try nor think of the idea. Okay, now how the fuck she know all this about me? And this is what I said to her. I put pot, question mark? Whatever. I have an active channel and rarely reply to hateful comments. The only reason I did here because I found it silly. I don't let people troll me online 99% of the time like you're trying to do to me now. You don't know a thing about me, therefore whatever else you say doesn't matter. I'm guilty of saying one dickish comment as a reply to someone trolling me originally. Big deal. I don't do it every day. LOL. I'm a secular Buddhist in America. 9 times out of 10, I will let go and move on, as I do. I watched the video. I watched the above video as a Buddhist, not a philosophy student. Already done that. No, just saying that. I ain't took that shit yet. My channel shows you the kind of... Well, I'm assuming... My channel shows you the kind of person I am, and I welcome you to it if you are legit. My comedy show aside, that is me. I I rather show people compassion rather than fight. That's all. And this is Zen stuff or practical stuff. She should know this because she's claiming that she knows more than I do. That's all I will say, friend. If you're a troll, then get a life, because I don't have the time to argue with someone who doesn't know anything about me. May you find inner peace. And then here she comes back. Now, I said everything I need to say. She put, if you have yourself together, then prove it. I don't think, quote, LOL, end quote, is what you need. If you could stop and listen to what I say, you will learn or know. You are beyond help. You have lost yourself. I hope that the people watching this video are not developing children. Watching your videos are not developing children. She left out the Y there. You have nothing to teach, but all to learn. Your unwillingness to learn will kill you. That's very Zen of her, by the way. And then she put up, reflect on what I say. Zen is not food or religion. Zen is not trying to get even. Zen is not pride. I think if you were trying, you wouldn't have been so angry. Do not reply, reflect. No more videos until you forget who you are as of now. I feel you can learn a lot by opening your mind and not following others. Do not be angry. I am not a troll, by the way, but the truth does hurt. I have been where you are, angry and alone. Frustration is toxic. You know, that's what the bitch said to me. I'm like, and I read this morning. I'm like, what the fuck, you know? And here's my my reply to her. I put wow, that's a lot of assumptions about me. Do you have woo-woo powers or something, lady? I'm not mad about anything. Do you know what quote LOL quote means? Because I have used that a lot, and trust me, I do not need your lectures on Zen. It's not a religion, but a philosophy. Yeah, I know that. No shit. LOL. You are one assuming young lady. Sounds like your mind is full of delusions and assumptions. That's me assuming. Not fun, huh? Again, watch my Zen lectures on my channel if you want to better understand me before assuming I am mad, etc., etc. Not mad, you nut. LOL. I smell a troll. Shame. You're too lovely to be a troll. Either that or you're just stubborn, as I already admitted. My mistake in the first reply. Then you keep on and on and on and on and on. LOL. And then I put let me introduce you to my own meditation practice video I made a while back. And then I put the link there. And she put, I tried clicking on your picture and I only saw WWE. And then I put my channel link rather. And then I said, check it out. Thanks. You know, as you can see, I'm trying to be friendly to her. I'm not trying to argue with her. I'm just trying to point out the thing. I'm addressing what she's saying and trying to be nice to her. Where usually I would say, you know, fuck that bitch. The only reason I'm replying is because she's 50% woman. So that's why I'm replying back in the first place. And then the dude under me says, Brandon Gregg is a creep and his channel sucks. And somebody else put LOL. And I replied and said, yeah, so offended. Losers, you know. But I just did that just to be funny. Oh, shit. Okay, now I'm seeing new comments about me. We're reading this live, ladies and gentlemen. Don't check out Brandon Gregg's Zen lectures. His page is complete. Oh, I know this guy. His page is complete garbage, and there's nothing about Alan Watts or Zen lectures. And she replied to him, Evelyn Merchant from USA put, I believe that. And, okay. But see, this dude, Tony Loco, which is probably not his real name, I had to block him off my YouTube because he was disliking all my videos and trying to hurt the rating of the channel and leaving negative comments. See, I don't mind the negative comments, but when you're disliking my channel and trying to flag my channel, that's when I'm going to have to block you. So, anyway, I'm going to have to reply to this comment here.
What, those are comments coming on your page now?
Yeah, on the Alan Watts Zen lecture video, this dude named Tony, he's talking shit about me. I just seen it. Don't check out my Zen lectures on my page. This is the guy that was trolling me a couple of weeks ago. And yeah, I'm not Alan Watts. I don't have a PhD in philosophy, sure, but this dude didn't even watch my videos, and he was commenting, disliking so many of my videos. I said, damn, dude, you sure do give a lot of attention to my channel not to like it, you know, things like that. So yeah, just a couple of trolls, but yeah, I know that was a long read. I apologize for that, but I thought it was kind of funny, you know. Let me see if I got any more troll comments. Yeah, that bitch jumping all over me, man. I don't know a damn thing about me. Truth is, she's just a troll or just a crazy bitch in general. Just wanting to argue with me. And sure, I'll argue with a sweetheart a little bit, but I'm going to do it for so long. Yeah, smoking pot. You know, I'm an angry person, and I'm like, look, I put quote, you know, LOL. You ain't got to lecture me. And I mean, stupid. And she never replied to my last comment, so I guess I win. Only thing she said was I tried clicking and all I saw was WWE, blah, blah, blah. You know.
Well,
yeah.
dude, wouldn't worry too much about that, man.
No, because, see, I've had hateful, you know, I would post, okay, that's another thing. I post on people's videos like, hey, good video, blah, 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 or I try to plug my channel like I do, and people be like, no. I'm like, okay, I don't care. And I usually just, you know, ignore it. The only reason with this was because I was just bored that day, and that dude Tony was like, no thanks, your channel sucks. I was like, well, I don't care what you think, fag. That's what I said. Maybe I shouldn't have called him a fag, but like I said, I was just in one of them moods, and I put LOL. You know, then this bitch Evelyn had to come in here and talk about why you got to call somebody a fag if you're watching a Zen video. You're not a Zen person. Trying to school me on Zen, and she don't know shit about it, you know. Things like that. So, anyway, I explained all that.
Yeah.
And she can say what she wants because what she's trying to do, and she's trying to continue the argument with me. And I'm like, look, lady, you know, I'm offer you friendship. Check out my channel. If not, I ain't got nothing else to say. If you want to be friends and talk, that's cool. If you just want to argue, I ain't gonna have nothing to do with you because it's just a wasting energy, really. You know, I'm not a lawyer. I don't argue with people all the time. Now,
Right.
could you see I couldn't even see a lawyer on YouTube arguing with trolls all day. I mean, that'd be kind of funny, but you know, I'm just not that type of person. You know, I just ain't got the time for it, man. If people just want to, you know, just be trolls and shit, they ain't got nothing better to do but fucking troll the internet.
Oh yeah, well, that's life, man. I mean, people are going to cause discord and disruption like that. That's what they're out for. That's what I told Ravenous a while ago. While we're talking, it's just people. There are people out there that's going to question you, no matter how right you may be, or wrong you may be, or curious you may be. People are always going to do that, man. That's the thing you have to look out for, and not let it bother you, because that's just what they're going to do. Is try to do whatever you can to stick their 2 cents worth in it, and you know, and cause a problem with it. So that's why I said you have to be careful and just, you know, not let them people like that get you, because they will try it, man. They will do whatever they can to put you down in any way that they possibly can.
Yeah, that's when I use my awareness. I'm like, okay, this person's just trying to piss me off. If they piss me off, they win. So if I ever do comment, I always put LOL. I'm just joking. I don't care.
Yeah.
Go masturbate, you know. Because, okay, the thing is, I like having a conversation, going in blogs or groups or whatnot when I can. I enjoy having conversations. It's just sometimes I don't know if somebody's being a troll or legit. But I can pretty much figure it out by the second or third reply when they're sitting there fucking calling me pothead and all this other crap. It's like, what? Where'd that come from? You know, that'd be like me calling Bill a beer drinker. And he'd be like, oh, what the fuck are you talking about, Brandon? You just trying to argue with me.
Yeah, I actually got something else that I want to mention.
Go ahead.
That happened yesterday, as a matter of fact. Okay, everybody knows about what happened with Beyonce's racist ass that with her Black Panther thing that she ended up doing at the Super Bowl this past Sunday.
Yeah,
well,
man.
Yeah, exactly.
Let a white person do that.
Yeah. Let's go have the KKK next year go out there and do a little jig, do a little Irish dance or something out on stage. You know what would happen? You'd have riots, you have cars being flipped over, you have protests, you have Al Sharpton's dumbass getting called up and everything else. But oh yeah, well, you got to go and you have Beyonce out there shaking her big fat ass, and oh, everybody's praising it. Oh, she's a rich, intelligent black woman that has a daughter that she loves. That doesn't mean jack shit squat. You're completely squashing the fact of what exactly is going on here. So I ended up mentioning something about it. somebody ended up posting. Well, she's not a friend of mine on Facebook anymore because I never talked to her. She, we became friends on one of those geeky pages on Facebook, and she ended up posting something on Facebook that was like some woman named Smoothie on Twitter, which is a stupid ass name. Sounds like a porn star name. She ended up yeah, exactly. She ended up posting something on there. She's like, oh, well, people go and say that Beyonce's Black Panther thing was racist, but the KKK is okay or something like that. I'm like, no, that ain't got nothing to do with it. As far as I'm concerned, any form of racism is bad. Doesn't matter if it's KKK, doesn't matter if it's Black Panther, doesn't matter if it's XYZ, purple polka dotted underwear. It doesn't freaking matter. The bottom line is that racism is racism, and it's wrong across all spectrums and all races all around the world. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Here's the contradiction. She can go out there and talk about Black Pride and Black Panthers, but we can't have the Confederate flag.
Exactly,
You know,
and that's
that gets taken. That's another example I wanted to throw in there for you. The Confederate flag. You know.
And you're exactly right. That is completely hypocritical.
What if Michael P.S. Hayes and Bill was at the Super Bowl with a Confederate flag running around celebrating? They'd be arrested. But you let Beyonce run out there shucking and diving, running and hiding with her Black Panther party. Yeah, oh, that's okay. That's okay. But you know what? Like I was watching the Drunken Peasants, dude, and they were talking about black racism, talking about how black people are just as racist as white people can be just as racist. Yeah. You know, because I'm not a slave owner. My parents weren't a slave owner, so they can't use that excuse to promote racism. Is basically what that video was talking about, and I agree with it. You know, black people can be racist. I grew up working with black people, very good to me, but some of them were very uncomfortable with me and very racist towards me. And I'm like, and I'm not racist because I know I get my ass kicked because I'm outnumbered. It's like the NWO, you know, posse or something. But I'm not going to be racist around black coworkers, but they're fucking racist to me. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, you know, I'm not a race. I like to think I'm a somewhat intellectual, and I'm above racism. So, but I could definitely see that. I definitely agree that black people are just as racist, if not more so, than white people at times. It depends on the person. I'm just generalizing here, but same thing for Asians, Mexicans. Everybody's racist to a point, or can be racist to a point. You know, you can't just sit here and blame white people. You know, because I'm kind of on the left side, liberal on the political side of things, but I'm a skeptic of that. But I don't have white guilt like a lot of liberals will have. They have white guilt, like they want to, you know, help black people all the time and shit like that. I'm like, shit, I need help, you know. I'm not black, but I need help, you know. But people won't help me because of my skin tones. It seems like sometimes. And I can touch on one thing. Yeah, I had a friend in Taiwan named Tiff, the one that blocked me, and partially the reason she blocked me was for racism, I believe, because they had a Taiwan parade. They're very traditional. They love their own people. They're not used to seeing a white face all the time, even though white face is not a bad thing. And anyway, Taiwan was criticized because Star Wars Episode 7 had a black character in it, and Taiwan people said they did not want to see a black face. So anyway, Tiffany blocked me for reasons I've already explained, but partially it was because I think she was just being kind of prejudiced towards me because she was racist towards me in the beginning. And I always take the moral high ground. If anybody's racist, it's going to be the other person, not me. And why the fuck would I be racist to her? You know, I'm like, shit, you fine as hell. But anyway, she would just, you know, kind of prejudiced toward me sometimes, and I kind of let it slide because she grew up in an Asian country. There's no black and white people there. Maybe 1%. Definitely no black people. Maybe 1 or 2 white people. But yeah, that was partially the reason. She got her eraser-head Asian boyfriend decided to block me. Was most of the reason. So it's fucking racist, dude. And because it happened right after that Taiwan parade. And again, that's their tradition. So the last thing she wanted to talk to was me from America. Because she even said that. She's like, ain't you from another country? I'm like, well, yeah. I said, I'm in the best country on earth, America. But I like, you know, Taiwan too. It's cool and everything. But see, I will say that. I'll say, you know, I'm a proud American, but I respect your culture and your country. But they never say that to me. They never said that to me. And I'm not going to blame everybody in Asia for that, because I got some good, decent friends online in Asia that are nice to me, just as nice as I am to them and all that other crap. But in her case, she was just fucking racist, you know.
Right.
I was the black guy. She's the pretty white girl. I'm the black guy, basically. So I can't be having that now. You know? So they're still in the 1960s, but it's okay. But yeah, man, racism, fucking internet trolls, and haters, man, they all got issues.
Yeah, because that's like the thing that happened with me was because when she and I kind of got into a discussion about it, I was trying to explain to her on how I felt about it, and it's like she was turning it around on me, and it's like she was going back in time, dude. I'm like, why are you going back in time talking about this stuff? Yeah, slavery in the U.S. was many years ago, hundreds of years ago, dude. But she's acting like it's slavery going on now in the U.S. I'm like, look, there's slavery in other parts of the world. I said racism is the main thing that's going on in our country. I said, you're trying to make it seem like there's still slavery or something going on in this country acting that way, when that got abolished hundreds of years ago. And so she said what she was going to say. And then one of her friends ended up popping up. She's like, well, the Black Panthers aren't racist, which is a lie. They are racist. She ended up saying they aren't racist. They were supposed to be standing up for black people. And blah,
Originally,
blah,
see,
blah.
they're supposed to stand up for black people and stuff like that, and they do, but it also encourages racism. It's the same thing. Like, if I was talking to Beyonce, for example, and she had that Black Panther thing at the Super Bowl, you think she's going to have a positive attitude when talking to me the same night? She's going to act slightly prejudiced towards me. Same thing with Tiff. Thing with Tiff. They had a Taiwan parade, and she was fucking racist to me that night. Coincidentally, I sent her a picture of my privacy the same night. She used it as a loophole to delete me. To delete me is why, you know, because you know, she's Asian pride, fuck America was her attitude, temporary attitude. Because, you know, most days she was a nice person. It was just wrong mood, blah blah blah. And I'm not trying to defend her because she doesn't exist anymore. But yeah, if I was talking to Beyonce and she was wearing went to a Black Panther party, she's gonna act a little different towards me, at least for that day. You know, because it encourages. Because people love to belong to groups. They love to be in, not necessarily cults, but they love to be in groups. They love to have packs. You know, that's how it is in high school. They love to be with a group of friends, so on and so forth. And then they start acting prejudiced towards other people, other groups. You know, I'm a nerd, you're a dummy, I'm better than you, for example. Things like that. But racism still goes on, more so. And things like Black Panther Pride encourages that. And the lonely white man, you know, has the Confederate flag and gets tore down for it.
You know what I want to see next year? What I want to see next year at the Super Bowl, I want to see Jessica Simpson come out in a Confederate flag bikini with the KKK falling up behind her, dancing a little jig while she sings a song. Let's see how that goes over with everyone. Yeah, let's see all the fires and all the tipping over of cars and riots going on, and Al Sharpton's dumbass getting caught up. Yeah.
I was with you up till the flag part. I don't agree with the Panthers, and I don't agree with the Triple K there. But that would be
But that's the exact same thing. That is the exact same thing. Exactly. Her going out there dressed up like the Black Panthers, and they can't deny it no way or how. I ended up posting something today on it, as a matter of fact.
You're right. I mean, if she's going to be the Black Panther, you may as well have a Ku Klux Klan member there as well. Like, what the fuck's going on here? And then they have a handshake. That'd be funny.
Handshake.
Yeah, well, people wouldn't know what to think. They would make them shake each other's hands and dance around like that. People are like, what? Yeah.
yeah, man. I mean, you think about it though. You got like Beyonce and Jay-Z, and they're overly rich asses out there, and they're just as racist as they can be, and they're out there and like they could practically own half the damn country with the amount of money that they that they have, for God's sakes. And out there doing shit like that. That's a bunch of bullshit.
I agree with you.
I don't want to hear it. They can go and defend it in any way that they want to. If you flat out put it out there and people see it, they're gonna call it for what it is. And that's flat out racist bullshit, because it's plain as day to everyone out there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, black people have that political power sometimes. They I mean, like what they call it, the Black Pride group.
I don't fucking
talking
know.
about. I'll think of it in a minute. I'm just kind of exhausted from earlier, but yeah, then the black parties they're always like the political parties. They always say, well, black people don't have no power. They're always the victims. The fucking president is black. You know, I think black people have done pretty well in this country. There's no reason for Black Panther parties or KKK members other than a handshake like Thanksgiving, or if they have a Thanksgiving together or something. But yeah, I mean, because they complain, oh, blacks are not racist and we have no power in America. Bullshit. There's a lot of rich black people in America. So I think black people have done pretty well in the past decade, I think, my opinion. And we got a black president, so I don't see what the problem is. I don't think it's racism. I think they use racism as an excuse when they don't get their way. And again, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just generalizing because I have very good black friends and some that act kind of prejudiced towards me. You know, they're just not comfortable with me. And I can understand that because I feel uncomfortable myself sometimes. We're just different personalities, you know. But we can always connect because we're human beings, so we can always connect. You know, we have the same fears and doubts. We all want to be loved or whatever the case. So that's why I always try to offer friendship to somebody of a different ethnicity. And if they don't offer it back, that's on them. You know, that just shows they're living backwards, not forwards.
Very true, sir.
Yeah, this
Black
whole country has
lives-
been backwards for a long time now.
Black Lives Matter is the political group I was thinking of. Black Lives Matter. They're the ones that going to jump on. Exactly. Very true. That's why I should put that. To quote my friend Raven Specter, you know, all not just black, all lives matter. That's true. That's true. They're the ones bitching about it. Black people have no power in America when the president's black. You know, oh, he's half black, but he's still black. He's African American. He's not even African. He's just American. You know, things like that.
We just talked about Beyonce and Jay-Z, how they're rich as shit.
They ain't got no problem.
You tell me that ain't power, and you tell me that money ain't power. They can kiss my ass. That is power. Being rich like that and having power. Oh, they ain't powerful. Well, how in the hell they make all that money, and how in the hell are they so damn rich? You can kiss my ass. That's a bunch of bullshit.
Beyonce trying to be the next Oprah, man, makes me sick. You know,
I can't stand Oprah either. Her and her racist ass.
Neither because because Oprah's a fucking feminist, dude. All they do is attack me, talking about how women are nothing but sex objects and whatever the case. We don't tell women how to dress. It's their own free will to dress the way they dress.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
We're not sexualizing women. And I was watching a video about that the other day because they were talking about how Lara Croft in Tomb Raider is a sexualized female and all this other crap. And somebody said, okay, somebody made a reply video response. They said, what about Nathan Drake from Uncharted? That's a sexualized man, so it's 50-50. People just like that stuff, you know. It's for a certain audience, okay? If it's a sexualized woman, it's for a certain audience. If a girl, you know, and you know, outside wants to walk around in short shorts with her tits hanging out, that's her own free will. You know, she can't say she's a feminist or supports feminism, but yeah, it's hypocritical, very hypocritical. So, yeah.
I was gonna say something, I forgot what it was.
You got Ravenous on he's on a hunt tonight now. He's ready to fire some.
All lives matter.
I am, man. It's just I'm so sick and tired of all the thick-headed bullshit that comes out of people's mouths today on social media, in the news, out when you're out walking around the streets or at the store, grocery store, or mall or something. Everybody is so just full of shit nowadays where they always try to make themselves seem right and put themselves on top of a pedestal and throw everybody down at their feet to try to make like they rule over them. And nobody is seeing the middle ground here. Nobody is coming together. Nobody is trying to actually be one with one another. Yet they want to preach tolerance and preach tolerance. And they ain't doing a damn thing to be able to have tolerance with nobody, with nothing whatsoever. It's just a bunch of hypocritical bullshit that goes on today, and it just pisses me off to no end, man. It really does.
WWE edited the video of Ric Flair kissing Becky Lynch. They edited that because this feminist group was complaining about it on a website, and they fucking edited that clip where you can't see it. I think it was at the Rumble. but you can't see it no more. They
Oh, that's what I was going to say. I was going to say that about feminism. Feminism ain't nothing but brainwashing the women. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Because even my girlfriend herself thinks feminism is total bullshit.
It
I have
is.
other lady friends of mine that thinks feminism is total bullshit. If you
But
have a woman out there that can think for herself and do for herself and be independent, make her money, live her own way, do all of that, she doesn't need some cult, which I consider feminism to be a damn cult, out there trying to brainwash women, making them trying to seem like they're lower than life, like, oh, you need feminism, you need to stand up on your own 2 feet, you need to stop being oppressed by the man, don't be oppressed by the penis, don't stop being oppressed by the man and stand up on your own 2
free
feet.
will.
Well, with you feeding them bullshit inside of their heads constantly like that, they ain't going to have no choice but to think that way, with them feeling that way and acting that way. If you get away from it, you can stand up for yourself and actually be your own woman, and that's exactly how I see it as.
Yeah, it comes off as hate speech.
Exactly.
And I wouldn't date a feminist. And my thing is, like you said, if a woman's independent and she's successful in life and she has a lot of money and she's happy, the last thing she wants to do is attack somebody. You just can't do that. You can't be a happy person and have the urge to attack somebody. Not really. So a happy woman probably would not be in a feminist group anyway. But yeah, it's just a little group that women can get into, and like you said, it's fucking brainwashing. I can't fucking stand them, man. And that lady, I forget her name, but she's so anti-video games, and she was talking about.
I need a Sarkeesian. Fuck her too.
Yes, I hate that bitch, dude. Yes, TJ tore her ass up. He was the one talking about, Nathan Drake is. You can argue Nathan Drake's a sexualized character. What's the difference? It's for a certain audience. Lara Croft is for males. It's a game for males and female. Females like it now because the newer Tomb Raiders are a little bit different, and it's for everybody. But the first Tomb Raiders were targeted towards a certain audience because back then, mostly it was young, mostly guys playing video games, and that's perfectly fine. That's why Playboy exists. That's why that's why pornos exist. That's why people like Sonny can go out there and be a whore and have a very bad voice and have a hernia in her booty. That's her own free will, So I'm just saying, if you're an independent, happy, successful person, the last thing you want to do is go out there and attack other people. I mean, like you said about Beyonce and Jay-Z, they got all the power and money in the world. Why the fuck they care about what people are doing? I mean, just wish everybody well, man. Black lives matter. All lives matter, like you said. That's perfect, dude. I might have to tweet that to them, or maybe you could tweet it to them, because all lives do matter. It shouldn't even be about color, because, like I said, as intelligent men that we are, we're above racism. We tend to we don't think like that.
Yeah, because when it all boils down
but
to
you run into it. That's the problem with me. I run into it. Like with Tiff and people I talk to in other countries, I'm the friendly guy trying to shake your hand, and they just look at me as a honky or whatever the case. Not all of them, just generalizing, like I say. But yeah, I mean, I see racism all the time in other countries because the majority in that country is their own race. I get that. They're not used to seeing us, but yeah, racist. But like I said, I introduced myself. I'm just a human. I'm a human being just like you, and if you can't respect that, then it's on you. You're the racist. Like when I was talking to Ko from Japan, she loved talking to me. I love talking to her. But as soon as her dad found out, oh no, you cannot talk to an American because of World War II. Motherfucker, that was years ago. That weren't me. So she listened to her dad and just cut me off. Yeah. So.
Yeah,
I'm good. I believe in being good to people, being fair to people. That's just me, and I'm not going to change. I'm going to always be good to people. Somebody's bad to me, I'm just ain't going to have nothing to do with them. I might just hire a hitman and just be done with it. I'm just playing, but it's all about understanding. It's all about understanding. I understand this person is ignorant. I understand this person has no education about equality and being good to others. Therefore, I cannot hate that person because they are ignorant. That's the attitude I try to have. It's just hard sometimes when you see so many hypocrites in feminist groups, things like that. It just makes you, it drives you crazy sometimes.
Yeah, my girlfriend actually just mentioned to me, she says, think about how it is with feminism actually having such an effect on the younger generation too. Not just the older generation, but think how it is on the younger people. Think of how they're going to think, especially as they get older, honestly. Because the older
Young
folks
people-
the older folks have actually lived through stuff all the way up until now, but these younger folks don't know anything about what the older folks have gone through dealing with this. And here it is now. It just seems like it's going to end up brainwashing the younger people of our generation, the younger females, I should say.
Oh, some males too, because that's what I
Yeah,
can't.
that's true too. You're right. That's
the
true.
one. That's the ones I don't like, dude. Is the feminist guys? There is guys in feminist groups now defending feminism. That's the ones I don't like, dude. You know, they talk all feminine and like you need to leave these girls alone, and they're just sellouts, dude. Just sellouts to me. But yeah, there's this comedian. Hold on, there's this comedian back in the '70s. He's still around, named Don Rickles, and back in the '70s, he would make racist jokes against Jews and blacks, but he was just joking. It was funny. You do that shit now, you're going to be in all kinds of trouble from the PC police.
That's
You can't
right.
even make racist just friendly racist jokes. You know, like, okay, if I had a best friend that was black, I could say, hey, what's up, you black motherfucker? And he would just laugh. He knows that's out of love, not hate. But you can't say stuff like that nowadays. But yeah, Don Rickles, very famous for making, you know, racist jokes, picking on Jews and Italians like Frank and people like that, but you just can't do that shit anymore, and it's sad because the world's too PC. Young people, they want to jump on a computer and join the PC police. They want to complain and bitch about everything. People complain and bitch about everything nowadays, seems like. You know, but luckily, I'm just glad it's not us, man. I'm glad that we know better than that, and we grew up in a decent time, and we got some wisdom. And we could try to help people, but if they don't listen, fuck them. There ain't nothing you can do. You know?
Right.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I guess I'm kind of exhausted of anything else to say.
Well, that makes sense. I get that. I just don't care anymore.
Yeah.
It's just enough from pleasing everybody and get tired of pleasing everybody. And you do that all your life, and you see that it's not really helping nobody. It's not helping you. It's not getting any better with you, because no matter what you do to other people, people are going to still treat you like they want to treat you. You know, and very seldomly do you see them make any kind of important change. But
Yeah. I just don't. I agree. I just don't get offended by it. Like I was saying earlier, I just understand the person's ignorant, and I move on. You know, shit don't bother me much. You know, but go ahead. I'm not trying to cut you. I just want to throw that in there. I'm not letting stuff bother me. It's just I try to understand people and just let it go. You know, but it's always good to vent once in a while because it can get frustrating the way things are in the world. But yeah, that's all I got to say.
I get that, man. We all get that way sometimes. Yeah, it's just the way there's certain boiling points you hit with it, then you just pretty much done with it. And I
don't blame you for not caring. I don't blame you for not caring anymore, Bill, because Bill, I've known you for years, man. I've seen you been very good to people, very caring, very understanding to people, and then people take advantage of you. I understand that. People have taken advantage of me. But I try not to hold it against everybody, but I'm just not going to do any extra favors anymore. And I think that's how you feel too when you say you don't care anymore. You're just not going to do any extra work, extra favors. Fair game, you know. Well, to me, it's fair game.
It seems like it's not the fact that I'm a non-caring person. You know, it's right. Far from that. It's just from the point that, you know, you can only go so long, do so much, try to make everything right, and it still not be enough. It still not be to someone's liking, that you're always going to fall short to them. And then you're thinking, well, why should I keep trying harder when nothing is going to work itself out, when nothing is going to be this way? You know, why should I do that? And that's where I that's where I got to the point of saying, well, I'm not saying that I'm just not going to give my part, but my point is I'm just going to do what I need to do, but I'm not going to over pursue anything or go that extra mile, because I know it's not going to work that way. I know that's not going to work. What's going to happen?
Yeah, because you got enough experience to know how things are going to turn out. You know, most of the time you can make predictions. That's good. That's what experience is for, and wisdom.
Yeah, and so I just don't bother or care for it anymore when it goes in that situation. I am just like I am.
I know, man, because you know, in your past relationship, when you're engaged, man, you busted your ass for that girl. You did everything you could, man, and I don't blame you. I wouldn't do no more than I have to.
No,
You
that's all
know?
you can do, man. I mean, it's one thing when I sit there and talk to her on there, but when she moved in and seeing how dealing with that stuff is 24/7, where I know I just can't shut the messenger down, knowing that she still will be there. That's tough.
Very tough. Let's see. Well, I think you guys got anything else you want to touch on right quick, or?
Now it's about it with that situation because
Yeah, I'll let Bill finish and then I'll do it. I'll say.
Oh no, what I was saying was I was very fortunate that I've not had to deal too much with people backbiting on me or my opinion, because if they have now, like you said, Bullet, with your comments to those other people saying things to you, is that it just don't affect you. It's just not going to affect me. So I just have learned that if anything happens now, that's going to be, people are going to think what they're going to think. I already accepted that. Once you accept those things, they don't bother you no more. Once you realize
Exactly.
people are going to be like they are, then it just don't bother you no more. And that's just kind of where I am in life. You know, it's not that I go around and I don't care how I look, how I dress, how I carry myself. No, just to say my thoughts about how other people feel. You know, that's just kind of the difference.
Yeah. Um. But yeah, I mean, I don't really care about, you know. It's like when I signed up for YouTube, I said I understand there's going to be, you know, possible troll comments and negative comments. Don't let it affect you, you know. And the only reason I replied to her is because, you know, she's half female, and I just thought it'd be funny. I mean, because I like having a conversation, but, you know, I was trying to make a friend out of it. That's what I try to do if I argue with somebody. I never argue with somebody in person, but if I'm arguing with somebody online, I just try to make a friend out of it. If it don't work, fuck it. You know, I'm not going to take no extra steps or nothing like that. But 9 times out of 10, I ignore the hate. Because when people hate you, that means you're on top. That means you're doing something right. So I just keep that in mind. You know. But, I mean, somebody might catch me on the wrong day because I'm not a perfect person. But 9 times out of 10, you know, I do the right thing. What I believe is the right thing to do. So, I mean, it's all
Right.
about, with me, it's all about, you know, awareness and my Zen practice and stuff. So it's like I'd rather be mad for 5 seconds than 5 minutes. It's all about understanding yourself and understanding others, you know. So that's why I can't really hate somebody. You know, sometimes you say I defend Tiff, and maybe I do. It's because I just understand what she is and why she's doing it. I don't agree with it. You know, when I say she's like a stuck-up girl, prejudice, and this, that, and the third, it's because I just understand her. I just not trying to take up for her, but she's very ignorant, not friendly. You know, depending on what day and things like that. So it's like I'm Dr. Loomis, she's the Michael Myers type. How it was with Destiny, you know. I didn't see that was a learning experience because I needed both you guys' opinion on that one back in the day. I called Justin. I put him on Ravenous. Put him on speakerphone, and I said, Justin, I want you to listen to Destiny and I have this conversation. You tell me who's in the right. And Ravenous said, man, that bitch crazy as hell. I said, okay. And I called up. You remember that?
Yeah, I remember.
I was sitting in the van with her.
I didn't know what was going on. I thought you were at like a party or something, or like a building was burning down. I had no clue what was happening.
Man, she had me convinced that I was just the worst guy in the whole fucking universe, and she just had me convinced of that. And I said, well, let me call my good buddy JP and find out if that's accurate. And you're like, man, she crazy as fuck. And then after that, I called up Bill. I said, hey, Bill, I'm going to put you on speakerphone. Just listen to us argue for a minute because she's starting her shit again. And Bill was like, dude, you need to get away from her. I'm telling you. You know? And I was like, okay, it's 2-1 then. I'm not crazy. She is. And my coworkers back then, they said, Brandon, why are you such a nice person? I said, because my girlfriend calls me an asshole every day. That's why. But, you know, now I'm just a nice person because I want to be a nice person. I enjoy being a nice person. But I have to be careful because, you know, like we were saying, people take advantage of it. And I hate to see things in the world like Black Panther parties and Black Lives Matter. It should be all lives matter, like you said. And I hate seeing shit like that, man, because I just feel like we're moving backwards sometimes, and people are just so stuck in ignorance. Ignorance 101. Just ignorant, man. You know. Yeah. I don't hate nobody. I don't want to. I don't hate people. I don't want to hate people. I get disappointed. I just get disappointed sometimes.
Yeah.
They're saying?
No, I'm just saying that that's true a lot of times. You just can't, you know, but you have to become a more of an accepting person of what society is in general, and embrace those that share the same thoughts and things you do, and those that don't. You just have to know that they're there and that they're real, they exist, and just leave them on the other side. Because if you welcome them over, you're only going to make things worse on yourself when you do that. You just gotta leave it.
That's on them, because I don't, you know, sometimes you don't know in the beginning. Sometimes people seem like a nice, fair person, then you get to know them, and then it's too late. But yeah, I mean, I agree with you. But I mean, I don't mind talking to people of different cultures and different countries, but a lot of times they're just, you know, prejudiced and shit. So I've learned that recently, which was kind of surprising to me. You know, some cultures are just stuck back 50 years or whatever the case. But it's not all of them, though. There is a lot of good people in Europe and Asia and places like that. Norway. There's a lot of good people out there. I think there's more good people than bad people. I don't know. Because I believe that people want to be good in general. And people that just sit on the computer all day leaving hateful comments on random videos all day long, they just have a lot of hate inside. And all they want is acceptance and love, you know, I think. You know, but I just need some therapy, man. Some Team B therapy. You know? And a Republican ass whipping from Bill. You know, and I'll hit him with my wake up paddle. You know, yeah.
I'll put him through a table. We can get assistance with that. Anyways, what I was going to say.
No. I weren't going to include you, Ravenous, because you take your car and fucking run over somebody. I'm just playing. Man. You do a fatality. You'd be like, fatality.
Yes. It'd be like a special. Yeah, Street Fighter movie. Yeah, somebody was like that today, man. On my street, there was somebody who was sitting off to the side, and there was some dude that pulled out of a driving spot and went ahead, and they saw my ass coming, and they went around and got like right in the road and was kind of sitting sitting there. When I got up behind them and they didn't move after a few moments, I honked on the horn. I said, "Come on, get your ass out of the road." I mean, seriously.
Yeah.
If you're going to be driving, that's what a road is for. Let's go back to kindergarten and actually get educated on what roads are for. You dumbass. It's for driving. You know, you get on a car with 4 wheels and you drive. Yeah, you know what those things are on the side of the road? They're called fucking sidewalks. You walk on those. If you get on those, you take your 2 little dumbass legs and you walk on the sidewalk. If you don't have a sidewalk, well, I'm sorry. Get on the freaking grass and walk your ass on the grass. I don't know how hard that is to comprehend. Anyways,
that's good though. I mean, because you're giving like positive education to them. They should pay you for that.
Yeah, I should get paid for being a kindergarten teacher because apparently they have the education of a kindergartner.
Yeah,
that's what half of my street has the education of is a kindergartner, and I'm moving off of it pretty soon, and they can all burn in hell. But that's something else altogether.
Yeah, road rage can be difficult because I've had my experiences of road rage. My thing, I'm like, man, fuck you, you Monterots. Well, then I say, I wish you well. You know, I just end it with that. You know, Justin, Ravenous, he'd be like, I'll kill you, motherfucker, fatality. Fatality.
I don't think I'd ever go that far. Anyways, the little rant the little rant.
Hey, when you was at work, hey, hold on. Remember that time you were at work and you called? I think you texted me and you said one of your exes walked by you trying to say hey, and you said, I ain't talking to you, or you said something at work.
Yeah, that was my ex-girlfriend at that one time when I still had a vendetta against her, which that went on for longer than it probably should have been. Yeah, I was actually working. I usually work over over in that one hospital, but I was working in that other hospital that was like a 20-minute drive away because they didn't have anybody else down there that evening. And she showed up and she was working that evening, and I was moseying on down the hallway, and I saw her out of the corner of my eye where she kind of came up behind me, and I kept on walking. And I turned the corner to go down another hall, and she said, "Hey," as she was walking on by, and I didn't say a damn thing. Because I didn't feel like saying anything to her at that point in time. I didn't feel like having any interaction with her, none whatsoever.
Yeah, I get that. I get that. Yeah, I understand that. But it was the opposite with me and Rebecca, my coworker from a couple of years back or whenever it was. She when she said she didn't want to, she'd rather date her criminal ex-boyfriend than date me. I said, okay, cool. And then she started giving me dirty looks, like she had, like like in her mind, she thought I was upset about it and I was going to attack her for it or not say anything to her about it. But I didn't care. I just let it go. And now she talks to me. We're back. Just friends. Casual friends at work or whatever the case, because she realizes I don't care. I mean, you said no, I got over it. Now, in the past, yeah, I would probably not speak to her and be kind of upset about it, but I ain't going to be upset about stupid shit like that. You want to be with your criminal, drug-addicted boyfriend, go right ahead. You were going to be with the winner, but, apparently you want to be with the loser, so go right ahead. And I ain't got nothing against it, so don't be looking at me like I got something against you. And, I finally I told her that once. I said, look, I ain't got nothing against you. That was a year ago. Can't you let shit go? She's like, oh, I thought you were mad. I said, I ain't mad about it. I said, you need to quit being so egotistical. You're not all that in the first place. You told me no, so I moved on. I ain't over here stressing you. That's what I told her. I ain't stressing you. But, yeah. Like I told I told a girl this past weekend. She's a very nice girl. She wants to hang out with me. She wants to talk to me. But I just feel like our personalities don't click that much, She's but I mean, she's fun to be around, but it's not somebody I want to have a relationship with. And she has 2 kids. So I came to the logical conclusion that I'm not going to date her. And she called me Saturday and said, "Hey, would you like to hang out after work?" And I simply said no. And I'm just doing that because that's the best thing to do. Because if I get with her, I'm just going to be in a stress ball because I don't like her. There's nothing wrong with her. It's just the personalities don't click. And she's got kids, and I feel like if I stick with my standards and wait, I'll find somebody better for me. I don't want to waste time with somebody just because I'm lonely. In other words.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. But what I was going to say from before that I was just going to throw in there another little rant. I ended up finding out that there was a game that was going to be coming to PlayStation 4 this spring, and I thought it was going to come out much sooner than that. So me, being stupid, I ended up pre-ordering on PSN, which was really dumb because I always want to go for physical media first before I go for digital media. So I actually had gotten this game on Steam, and it caused my computer to crash 3 times. So I said, screw it. I got in touch with Steam, and they gave me a refund for it. And I put that refund towards the PS4 version, and I did it through PSN. I wasn't thinking about the physical version at that time. I was just ticked off like, damn it, I'm going to go ahead and get this one way or another. So I ended up pre-ordering it, and they had a little bit of a discount on there, like a $6 discount, $5 or $6 discount or whatever for pre-ordering. So actually it was like $34.95 or something like that. But now I go and hear that it's going to be coming out this spring, and they say that it's going to be on sale for $20. And I'm like, well, you know what? Fucking Sony owes me some money then if it's going to be on sale for $20. Otherwise, I am never, ever going to pre-order off of PSN ever again. If it's for $20, then they owe me that money back because I ended up pre-ordering it for $35. So I'm going to get in contact with them, and if I don't get it, I'm not pre-ordering on there anymore. They can kiss my ass. I won't do that ever again because I'm not going to get screwed over like that.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
You can't. That's bullshit, man. You go and pre-order something thinking that it's one price, and then you want to lower the price. Well, guess what? You owe a refund to those people who ended up pre-ordering on your service. Guess what? If it doesn't happen, they'll be losing a customer when it deals with pre-orders on their service. I won't do it anymore.
Yes, either Sony is taking advantage of the digital pricing, or they're just not paying attention. Because I be paying attention to a lot of the PSN prices, and you can get the damn games cheaper in the store. A lot of the time. You can get with older games like the PS2 to PS3 games, like Grand Theft Auto being $15 or whatever. That's where they're kind of taking advantage of you. Now, granted, you get trophies and stuff like that, but yeah, I mean, you're absolutely right. I mean, when they got on sale like that, you should definitely get your money back. That's the right thing to do.
Exactly, but you're dealing with a big business here, and they're probably just as corruptible as any other one in the world.
They can get away with it. They will. They say, well, you purchased the game at this time at this store. Nothing we can do about it. That's something they could say, in their defense. Just playing devil's advocate. That's what they'll probably say. Like, well, you purchased it at this time. We ain't giving you shit. But thanks for supporting Sony. Crash Bandicoot gonna come back one day and get you.
Yeah. I really want to see what they're going to do with Crash Bandicoot. I really want to see what they're going to do with it at E3. I mean, because I heard it was supposed to show up at this coming E3, but we'll see. But it'll be great. It would actually be really awesome to see Crash Bandicoot on PS4. That would be amazing, honestly. If they had like an open world platforming game with him, I just think it would be gorgeous and colorful and funny and just everything.
Yeah.
I think it'd be great.
Yeah, I would play it. I've never been too big on 3D platformers. I'm a 2D platformer guy. Like, I love the Little Big Planet series, man. Except for the third one. I bought the third one. I read the reviews. I know it was mixed reviews, and I was disappointed with it too. But I still played it. It didn't come with that many trophies, and the online community was the same as You just better off playing Little Big Planet 2, basically, with that. And but yeah, Crash Bandicoot 3D platformer, sure, I'll get in. I can get into that. But yeah, 2D platformers like Little Big Planet just takes me back to Mario times. Very fun to me, and they're just as beautiful, in my opinion. But yeah, if they bring back 3D platformers, I ain't got no problem with it. I'll try it out. Because like you said, Crash Bandicoot, man, that would look good, and on PS4 with 1080p high definition. Very good.
Yeah, imagine Crash's fur, man. Imagine what his fur would look like in the wind.
Imagine Sweet Tooth, man. Him and Kratos. What they make, and they're making another God of War 4.
I really do think they are. There hasn't been any type of information popping up, but there's been rumors of it. I wonder if it'll show up or something at this E3.
The mascots of Sony: Crash Bandicoot, Sweet Tooth, Nathan Drake, and Kratos, the God of War.
Yeah, exactly.
Some interesting mascots, man. Putting the mascots against Mario would be like, okay, see you later.
I'm going to eat the mushroom and jump on their head and then go down the pipe. Down into the sewers. Well, not the sewers, but the underground where all the other little mushrooms are. Anyways, whatever.
Kratos catch up to him and rip his chest open. Ugh.
Yeah, exactly. You got the meatballs I just ate. It goes to my intestines all over the floor.
Hey, that's a good impersonation voice right there. Maybe you should play some characters.
Mamma mia, there goes my bowels all over the floor. I done shit in my pants.
Yeah, and Mr. Bill, he has a very interesting accent with the Mr. Bray Wyatt.
That's sweet, dude. You got a Bray Wyatt voice? Bill?
Bill, wake up.
What? I'm typing my messages here.
Oh, I don't know where you went.
Bill, talk like Bray Wyatt.
Let's see. I have to channel it, man, because it's hard to do.
He's got to channel it.
Yeah, because this is with his voice. I got to do it plus my throat. Welcome, all my fellow butterflies that are here tonight. This is your leader, Bray Wyatt, and the Wyatt family. We know John Cena has been here to try to mislead you, each and every single one of you. But it's your world, my children. It's my world, my butterflies, my flyers. Follow the buzzards.
That was awesome.
Anyone but you, Blackie. Anyone but you, Blackie. No, I'm just playing. Just playing. Just playing, people. Just playing. Don Rickles' racist joke. Just playing. Anyone but you. Anyone but you. But yes, I'm trying to improve my German accent. I can't really do it right now, but I talk to Bullet B and he teaches me a few things because I have no social skills. You know, so I try to improve that. Yeah, try to get me some pussy. And this holes on my mask, you know, I put that in their asshole. The holes in the asshole is what they do with the girl from time to time. Well, I can't do that. Breaking kayfabe.
That's
Oh,
Hey, how about this one? You know what? You're going in the valley of death. And then
oh, Mr. No Sell.
one man comes out. And this coming Friday night, it's going to be you, Dolph Ziggler, that's going to feel the wrath of The Undertaker. You know, the night it will be you that will rest in peace.
Oh yes. Oh
Yeah.
yes.
That was sweet.
Like Daniel Bryan said, that's what she said. You know, when he was talking.
That was so funny. That was so freaking funny.
Yeah, yeah. Now everybody in the crowd's gonna chant yes, yes to Brie Bella when she comes to the ring for
That's
now.
what Bree says every night.
Yep, yep,
I was like,
yes,
that's what
yes.
she said. That's what she said. That was so freaking awesome.
Yep, yep. Now the crowd's gonna mock her for it every week, but she ain't gonna be there much longer. If they're talking about having a family together, she ain't gonna be wrestling too much longer. Which means what's gonna happen to Nikki Bella? If Brie leaves, there's no use for Nikki Bella because the whole thing with the Bella was they're twins. So if you don't have Brie Bella, fuck's the point of Nikki Bella? I mean, she's past her. Well, I wouldn't say she's past her prime, but there's plenty. She's overexposed. She's had enough time. I'm not trying to get into a wrestling conversation, but yeah, it's just fucked up. You know what? I think, Nikki Bella, she's a feminist, so I've read. She supports feminist groups, things like that. But I think she's just a walking contradiction. She's going to support anything that benefits her. You know, like WWE is not sports unless they got the #1 selling DVD in the sports category. Then they're suddenly sports. You know, they contradict themselves. Only when it suits them, basically. But anyway, that's all I got to say. I think I'm about to crash. But appreciate the talk, guys. You know.
Indeed. That was probably longer than the last one, I think. I don't know.
You're very welcome, Brandon. You and the ravenous specter.
I thought Big Willie was over there, man. What happened to Big Willie?
Big Willie,
He's getting laid.
I can't do Big Willie now. To get that high, my voice just ain't hit to it. That's why I'm trying to get the Undertaker.
Well, I'll tell you what, that Big Willie that's a funny son of a bitch right there. I've known Willie from time to time, and I was working on these cars and trying to rip women off, and I can't talk like this right now. It's hurting my guts. It hurts me right here in the side, right here, and in my back too. I need me one of them back massager devices you can get on Amazon for $100. You sit there and you press it on your back and you turn it on, and it just smooths and soothes your backside like that. Whatever it is. What the hell is up with Brandon and all this Chinese shit? What the fuck is that about? Crazy, ain't Chinese. You let me put my pillow. Let me take my white pillow and put it over my head and go to a Black Panther Super Bowl, and you see what becomes of Big Bubba if that happens. All I got to do is put the pillowcase on, man, the pillowcase, and you're gonna see what is the case. Like I said, I ain't feeling too good, man. I got a hernia over here. I only took one shit today instead of 2, and that's not normal for me, bud. But anyway, it's great to be a part of this YouTube thing here, a TV station, whatever the fuck y'all call it. I don't understand technology. I understand cars and eating and shitting and everything else. But fuck Chinese people, man. Them Japs, them yellow people, man. Fuck them motherfuckers. They can just stay right over there. They don't need to bring old Chinese ass over here. I went to the doctor, and my doctor's name is Dr. Wu. I said, Dr. Wu, the fuck kind of name is that, man? Dr. Wu. You need to go your ass back to Wu. Yeah, Dr. Wu. No, not W-O-O. It was W-U. Dr. Wu. Wu Wang. I said, what you gonna do? Karate chop me? I said I'm at a doctor's office, not Vietnam. What the fuck is the Vietnamese doctor doing up in this son bitch? Hell, this ain't Vietnam shit. Yeah, Ku Klux Klan, man, they just like, they good people, man. I know, man, they my neighbors, man. They invite me to cookouts, all orgy parties, and all kinds of foreplay at my neighbor's Klan house, and I can't say they're bad people, honestly. I don't know what they do to other races, but I can't say they're bad people, man. I just can't say it. Invite me over to cookouts, free beer, shit. Sign me up.
We're having a bake sale tomorrow.
That's right. That's right.
We're having some white cake with coconut ice, and then it's white.
Okay, Bubba, get off the microphone.
Oh,
we're not breaking kayfabe.
Yeah, we're doing.
Bubba's got like that Larry the Cable Guy talk, you know. Bubba,
well, he gets better over time. I have to rehearse for that.
Yeah, because he's kind of like that. Well, you know, I used to get 3 pairs of them evil women's underpanties for my woman, but time I drive in my truck down there, I done eat 2 of them because I was hungry. So I kind of hoping that she'd take one of them, but I had to make sure she washed down there because there ain't nothing like smelling fish and smelling strawberries together.
That's right. I love Larry the Cable Guy. He's awesome.
But yeah, but Bubba did pretty good in my last Alcohol Anonymous BYS episode. Bubba did pretty good. You know, he was very, very rehearsed. You know, it's very hard to do multiple personalities like that. But, you know, as long as I pause it, take a deep breath, think about it, I can do it. You know, so I get better over time. You know, so, yeah, I mean, I think I'm going to kill Roach on one of my shows. You know, just kill Roach.
Dang, man, that's got to be around for that episode, man.
Well, see, Roach has got a face like Rabbit Inspector right there, and people can just reverse that negative filter and see the real Roach, and we can't have that. So I might just go ahead and just kill Roach, you know, for some shock value, you know. Yeah, like me and Ravenous was talking one year about him coming over here and hit me over the head with a what was it, an urn, you know. And we just sell that. Yeah, that'd be funny. Like, you knock on the door, you just hit me over the head. You say, fuck Buddhism, and you hit me over the head with an urn. That would be fucking hilarious. You know?
The power of Christ compels you.
Yeah. It would make it very, very religious. I mean, I'll pick on my own philosophy. I don't care, but because we're supposed to make, you know, I mean, I don't mean like making fun of it, but you could just a buoyancy, you know, just it's a happy philosophy. But yeah, so. Sure, that would be fucking hilarious. You knock on my door and you just say, you know, power of Christ compels you. You hit me over the head with an urn, and yeah, I just play the victim, man. I'm like, this crazy man just came here and attacked me, you know.
With the power of the urn, the Undertaker tries to send down the powers from below, but just because you're in the Death Valley means you don't know everything when it comes to death. I am the eater of words. I am the conqueror of darkness. I am the new face of fear. So fear me, Undertaker, when WrestleMania comes around. And follow the buzzards.
That's right.
I tried to sound like him there. Does that sound about like him, sort of?
Yeah.
Sound good to me.
Oh yeah.
My voice is it's still a little bit bad, but
my voice is too, man. I can't do any characters really. Let me see. But yeah, man, if you get the PlayStation camera, you could definitely do some Bray Wyatt character, you know.
Yeah, well, I got the remote. I finally got the other remote, so now I'm gonna try to get the camera. I know the camera's like $40, so.
Can't you use any camera though? Can't you use any type of camera?
I don't think so.
Oh, I didn't
possible.
I was going to try to see if my Logitech camera would work on there.
I doubt it. I mean, you could try it. I just went ahead and got the camera when I got the PS4. But it's a good camera to make. You don't have to make cartoony videos with it. You can make regular videos with it. You don't have to have the floating posters or nothing. You just make a regular video with it. And it's an HD camera. It's supposed to be 3D or whatever, but it's really good quality. If you just want a camera to make topic videos with as well, you can use it for that, you know. Because I could just record in my living room with the PS4 camera and make a video just like that if I wanted to, you know. So it's good for that as well. That's all I'm trying to say. Yeah, I like it. I like the camera. The camera's awesome, dude. It's really good quality. I mean, there ain't a lot of games for it, but I use it for my show, so I'm happy with it. You know.
Right.
Share Factory's good, very good for making topic videos. You know, because you see my topic videos. It's just a picture with me talking. You know, very easy to make. Share Factory app, very good.
Y'all got to jump off here, man. I'll enjoy it and all, but I'm gonna head out of here. Okay.
All right, man. Take it easy.
All right, man.
Don't be a racist. Don't be a racist. I'm just playing with you. Don't be a racist.
Dark side, Brandon.
There you go.
I'll see y'all later, man. Y'all have a good night, all right?
All right, peace.
All right, take care, man.
All right, y'all too, man.
Peace.
Later.
Alrighty.
Mr. Ravenous.
Oh, we're still on the air, huh?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Indeed.
I'm about to cut it off though. Yeah, man. So anyway.
It was better for all three of us being on here, I think.
Oh well, yeah, sure.
Feed off of each other.
Yeah, it's good chemistry.
Not in a zombie way. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's important to have good chemistry with people. Like color commentators, you know, good chemistry. So we all.
It's like you, me, and Bill are like Gorilla Monsoon and Jim Ross and Jerry Lawler when he was actually awesome.
Oh, I can't stand Jerry Lawler now. Yeah,
I can't either. His whole heel thing. He's not heel on SmackDown. He's not even remotely close to being a heel.
I know.
He'll say a few heel things, but he won't be fully heel. He won't. It's ridiculous. He's better off just being as he is now.
Yeah, because I was watching SmackDown and he would have these snarky comments. I said, "Is he supposed to be a heel?" I was like kind of confused there. And then the next minute he gave the babyface a compliment. I'm like, "Is he a heel or a babyface?" I'm like, "He must be just getting used to it." I was like, "Yeah," that kind of took me by surprise. I said, "Oh, Jerry must be having a bad night." Oh, wait a minute, he's trying to be a heel again. Oh, okay. But yeah. All right, man. Well, good talking to you. I hope we addressed everything.
As far as I know, we have.
Yeah. I wish I read them troll comments better, but I'm just exhausted, dude. You know, we should have done this video first, but it's all good. Anyway, so until next time, appreciate you being on. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you want to. If you don't like this video, like and subscribe anyway. 1 million subscribers. Shit. 100, please.
Yeah.
Somebody sucked to me earlier, dude. When I posted that Team B WWE, I got my another subscriber.
That's
Mr.
awesome.
80, yeah, Mr. 82.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Not too bad, man. Not too bad. I can't complain. But yeah, you'll get there, man, because you're doing good. You just started, dude, and you already got 17 subscribers. You're doing great. Trust me.
Yeah.
You know.
Most of them are people that I know.
Well, that's how I got my first handful of subscribers, which is people I know.
Yeah, it starts out that way, and then word spreads.
Yeah. You got to have a little foundation there to get it started. But anyway, subscribers, so you're doing good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the way I look at it. Yeah, just stick with it, man, and just think like 1 year from now how big your channel will be. Because it does. You will get views. It just takes time sometimes, unless it depends. But eventually, no matter what video you make, eventually it will get some kind of view. Eventually,
Exactly.
Like them summer videos I used to make, them picture videos. It's like I didn't really make them for the public. I just made them just to be doing it, and they got over 100 views over 5 years. But it's not really a video I promoted or anything like that. So over time, you do get views.
Mm-hmm.
And with topics like this, it should work out just fine.
Yes, indeed. Hopefully so.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thanks again for watching. This is Ravenous Spectre and Bullet Bee wishing you all nothing but the best. And all lives matter.
That's right. Y'all take it all easy and have a burger. Yeah, because burgers are awesome.
Very awesome.